up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to the run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He'll try to do it himself.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around those feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This is a designed run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Buying some time. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going to the running game. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the boot, looking for his man. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Lets it go. He's got it.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Got it behind the line. It's Young. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
Got a lot of running room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a huge play. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. 1st and 10 from their own 17. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Alabama 31, Ohio State 7.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throwing right. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. Touchdown Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Handoff to the single running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Shakes off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the left side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Alabama 28, Ohio State 15.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to pass, it's Howard. makes a grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The snap sets up the throw. Makes his way into the end zone, and now they're within 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab, it's Miller. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
To the air, it's Howard. Dumps it to the back. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch his lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Prentice. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The give from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The give to the tailback. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Using the quick game. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick.
Goofy.
It's good, and that's your ball game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard?